Everything began with a big bang. At the beginning of time, this great vibration created the skies and the earth, giving shape to all that exists. This Big Bang is still with us. It surrounds us, constantly beating, and its power is expressed once again each time music sounds. In this way, the power of the Big Bang has always accompanied man, because we have learned to invoke it through music. Somewhere in a great city, someone is breaking through the noise of everyday life to invest this sound with some order.
Take this badge off of me.
Someone is making music.
'Cause I don't wanna use it anymore.
Few give this any value because we have forgotten that this is one of the oldest human rituals. Self-expression through rhythm and melody.
Like I'm knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knocking on everyone's door.
Every culture on the planet has its own sounds.
Knock, knock, knocking on everyone's door.
Music that gives form to the community's emotions and passes on knowledge.
Knocking on everyone's door. Can you hear me?
Dances that present moral values and sexual identity.
Everyone's door.
Songs that invite us to the festivities or that open up our souls to call at the gates of heaven.
Heaven's door.
The entire Maasai tribe sings together. They develop an intensely rhythmic polyphony in which each member has his place, her voice. Their songs tell stories of past and present. They are their memory and vision of the world. All the members of the tribe know these stories, but it is important to sing these songs again so that the group spirit remains united. They remind us that there was once a time when music did not exist as art. Song, dance, prayer and daily life were one and the same. A time when everything had a spiritual dimension, a dimension reached by means of the intangible power of sound.
لنحميك مما فيه أشرار خلقنا وسلم إلينا الأمر في كل ما يكن ما القرب والإبعاد إلا بأمرنا.
Music connects us to the sacred. It combines intimate dialogue with divinity and collective prayer. It orders the liturgy and tunes all of the faithful to the same devotional key. Although the ceremony may be simple, the beyond is called up through a canticle.
Piti, piti, canite, ¿dónde están que lo quiero ver? Si hay muerto de verdad, ¿dónde están que lo quiero ver? Piti, piti, canite, ¿dónde están que lo quiero ver? Si hay muerto de verdad.
This Macumba ceremony demonstrates that the most effective way of reaching the dead is to invoke them with a song. This musical religious ritual opens the door to emotional rapture, allowing the spirit access to the body. In the Judeo-Christian tradition, first came the Word. Everything was created through the voice of God, and music has been the form of praise which has been most perfected. Thanks to the development of harmony, communion with the Creator flows along an emotional path built on beauty. The faithful can no longer take part in this type of praise because of its complexity. Still, the astonishing forms of these sounds elevates them spiritually. This emotional ecstasy may leave behind other spiritual paths controlled by sound. For how can one not be enlightened before this? Other mystic paths propel us towards the sacred through sound. On Friday, Holy Day, hundreds of men congregate before a mosque in Khartoum. They seek a different state of consciousness through the ecstasy brought about by song and dance. These are the Sufis of Omdurman, whirling dervishes. This current of Islam believes that music is meditation, knowledge. The path to ecstasy begins with cyclical, repetitive sequences as the dancers begin to turn. They alter the rhythm of their breathing and their sense of balance to break away from the outside world. Suddenly, one of the participants falls down. The music and rhythmic movement have sent him into a trance, altering his perception. The collective ceremony continues, growing more and more frenetic until the explosion of a group catharsis. Spiritual union has been achieved. The music has opened a path to inner knowledge. Disciples of Eastern wisdom have learned to achieve complete introspection by means of sound vibrations. Buddhist monks submerge themselves in prayer, reciting mantras in a monotone. In Sanskrit, man means mind, and tra, to free. The mantras that free the mind are jealously guarded between cloth and paper. But the meaning of their verses is not really important. It is the sound which negates desire and the confusion of the senses to follow the path of Buddha.